Night. Okay, under my report, we attended an intergovernmental meeting the other night. The three council members, Mr. Caleri, Mr. Griesok, and Mr. Wilson, up at the high school, and we had two items that are underneath my report: the tax delinquent plan and also the Gateway School District security. The first one is the tax delinquent plan. Mr. Steubenport, who is here this evening, and President of the School Board, brought this to the attention of council about a tax plan the school district, a delinquent tax plan the school district is moving ahead with, and council has the proposal that Mr. Steubenport brought here, I think it was late last year in December, and then you showed up subsequently, I think it was in February, Chad. But to distill the proposal, basically what the delinquent tax plan is to publish the delinquent taxpayers in the newspaper and other media outlets, and also take the top 5 to sheriff's cell, and the commensurate cost of going to sheriff's cell would be between the school district and municipality commensurate to their millage rate. Am I correct, Chad?
80-20.
Pardon me?
Yes, that part is correct. They
Okay.
will be published if they're on a payment plan.
Okay, and unless people were on a payment plan, as you were saying. So those are basically the two issues, and I want to just know if council had any dialogue, conversation, because this is the
Before we
time-
do that, I'd like Mr. Fulkerson, if you'll come on up and talk about what we discussed.
Go Pats.
Go Pats.
Aye.
Aye.
State your name and address, please.
Who are you, by the way? Go ahead, Pat, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
820.
820. Anyway, I think that this is only my recommendation. I talked to the mayor, I have talked to council, and I've talked to Mr. Little. And I think that we should take the politics out of this game plan and just start what Chad and they would like to do. They would like to do the first 5 or first 10 of the highest and go to the sheriff's cell. I think that's a great idea. I think you put them in the paper, said first 10, go for the paper, let them know that if they don't start paying, you're going to go to sheriff's cell, and then go to sheriff's cell. Be proactive.
You recommended this to us last month, or the month before.
Many months
Yes.
ago. Anyway, let's be proactive about the whole thing. I think Chad's idea about going to sheriff's cells is a good idea. You'll get some of these people who have just laid back and they've been living in their homes or their property without paying taxes. I think that's a good idea. I do not think to go out and put people's name in the paper is a good idea. I've seen that in churches way back.
You just said it was.
I did not know.
No, you mean,
The first
Half.
10, the
Okay.
first 10.
oh, first.
Who you're taking to sheriff's cell should be in the paper. You should let them know that you are proactive. You're going after these people. And then after that, the next year, the next month, or the month after, do another 5, do another 10. Just be proactive. We have not been proactive. We have talked about this. We have talked about this since November, and we haven't done a thing. Everybody wants to put names in a paper for what? To embarrass somebody who might have hard times? You want to be the one who embarrass somebody who is honest about their back taxes? They don't have the money to pay at that period of time, but they make good faith later on? Because eventually you will get the money from any home, because you will sell that home and they will pay the taxes in due time. Now, if you care about putting names in the paper, I don't want to be responsible for that. You can go right ahead, because I'm afraid that there will be names out there that there are good citizens and they happen to have hard times at that moment. Doesn't mean they're always delayed, always back taxes. But that's up to you. I'm only suggesting that you do not do this. I think you go sheriff's cell, and I think you go proactive.
You're the tax man, and so I agree with what you said.
We're at 98%. I'll give you an example. I gave you $190,000 last year, last month, in February, of delinquent taxes. I have collected, as you can see in that report, $88,000. So what is that, 110? $110,000 you didn't collect.
Out of?
$9,200,000. So is it really, are you really doing some, or you just want to make the municipality hate each other? Do you want names out there, and I can't wait to see my neighbor who didn't pay that particular time? That's up to you. That's yours, you have the right to do, I would not do that. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it gives the community
I agree with you, Pat.
and that's totally up to you. I'm just, I don't think it's a good thing in a community that we try to make love to each other, This is supposed to be one community.
But I just have a question. I mean, even though, let's say that the
Supposed to love
council
everybody.
passes a
Yes.
motion to move ahead with this proposal like the school district, except for advertising all of the delinquent taxpayers. But the school district could still go ahead.
Oh, they have the right
it
to do
anyway.
whatever they want. See how it comes out.
There you go.
Well, to clarify, I know Mr. Stubenport was speaking this from the back here, but to clarify, all the names don't automatically get put in the paper. They would be forewarned, there'd be a letter that would go out, and people would
We
have
have
the...
done that.
But people would have the opportunity to either make a payment plan,
We have done that.
or, yeah, Chad, come on up. I just want to clarify this. So you bring up the point as far as someone being on hard times.
Sign in, Chad, state your name for the record.
And maybe I'll speak to Chad.
Pat, outside of publishing the names, this whole thing is basically business as usual, except we've never really taken people to sheriff's cell.
We never have. We've been asking the school district to take people to sheriff's cell for the last 10 years. That's not a new thing. And they declined to do it for the last 10 years because they didn't want to pay for it.
Thank you.
And they hear this news story, it's like,
news.
wow.
Every year that I've been on council, we've asked the school board to take
Oh,
them.
yeah, this is nothing
Mr.
new.
Dice used to say, hey,
This is becoming a political arena. Everybody wants to jump on a bandwagon to make politics. It sounds like Trump to me, and I'm done with it. Thank you. Yes.
Is there a risk when it goes to sheriff's cell?
Yeah.
That we could, let's say we invested $6,000, and then they decide to come up with their back taxes, we lose the $6,000?
No, you get the money
No.
back.
No, you get the money back, Tom.
No, you don't. Excuse me.
There you
What
go.
happens is that you go to sheriff's cell, you pay $6,000. All of a sudden, somebody buys a piece of property off sheriff's cell, they pay $100 for it. You don't get any tax
Nope.
dollars.
Well, that's at the free and clear sale.
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah. But I think some of those higher value properties, in
Oh, yeah.
fairness,
Oh.
would not be sold at a free and
No.
clear sale.
Right.
You're correct.
Yeah.
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 So you would get it back
Yeah.
on that first sale.
On the first sale.
On there.
And two
Yeah.
things, so the $6,000 is the all-in cost for a sheriff's sale?
Roughly.
Roughly.
And the district
So-
would be
so the
responsible for
dis-
about 80% if you look at the
So then
military,
we're
20
like
versus
at-
4%.
$1,000 of Monroeville
So,
paying.
yeah, about
and
$1,000,
$5,000
$1,200
of school district
Yeah,
paying.
right.
Yeah.
Correct. So,
At the end of the bottom
just
line
to,
is, council's been asking the school board to do this for years.
well,
And
if
now
we can
all
clear
of
up a few
sudden
bottom
it's
lines,
a different
it's
idea.
okay.
Chad, speak to the, as far as the notification and things of
Yeah,
that
so
nature.
we brought this up June 2nd of last year. There was a proposal by the school board to just publish all of the names. That was on the agenda. From there, we decided to table it, and this is where this tax plan came from. So we were just going to, the school board at that time had all intentions to just publish all the names if you didn't pay taxes. To Pat's point, we thought that was a horrible idea. So we tabled that, and we came up with this tax plan. With this tax plan, we give everyone ample time to get onto a payment plan. These payment plans are minimal. We're not trying to embarrass anyone. We're not trying to do anything like that. If you're on a payment plan, you don't get published. From that, we're just looking at the top 5 for sheriff's sale. To your point, if we go after a sheriff's sale of a house that's worth $50,000 and it's dilapidated and true market value might be $20,000, no, we're not going to get the money back for a sheriff's sale. So we're going after the top 5 scofflaw offenders. If they're on a payment plan, we don't take anyone to sheriff's sale. So that would be best case scenario. We send all these letters out, everyone says, okay, I don't want my business to go to a sheriff's sale, and I don't want my name to be in a paper, so I'm going to get on a payment plan. That's all it's doing is it's incentivizing. As far as asking the district to take people, any taxing body can take someone to sheriff's sale, so if anyone wanted to take anyone to sheriff's sale, they could do so on their own. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Isn't it put in the paper when you go to sheriff's cell?
Yes, it has to be publicly advertised.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying there were several comments this evening about the district should have taken people to sheriff's sale. Any taxing body can take someone to sheriff's sale. Council can take anyone
Yeah,
to
but I
sheriff's sale.
asked Mr. Dice about that, and he said the school district is the big winners on this, so they're the ones that have to start the
Well, no,
process.
I'm not going to debate. I mean, I've been up here 6, 7 times now and have talked about this. If you guys want to do it, awesome. If you don't want to do it, awesome.
Yeah, but what he's saying is where you've been for the past 10 years.
Not him, but the
Well-
school board.
But he was there.
There's people up there you could ask about that. I wasn't on the school board 10 years ago. But to that point, I mean, the school board has already approved this. So it's moving forward. So we can debate it all you want. I'm not here to debate it because the school board has already stood 9-0 in favor of this plan. If the municipality would like to have a partnership, we would welcome it. If not, we thank you for considering it.
Tim, would we address this as a resolution?
Yeah, I do believe that this should be passed as a resolution, so it is, that would be my belief, and Bob can,
Yeah, I agree with that.
And we could
Yeah,
tweak
that-
it the way that
I don't know,
we felt was agreeable amongst all
yeah,
of us.
I agree, yeah, I agree with that.
And if you guys just want to help pitch in towards, the cost for sheriff's sale, we're not going to say no to that. If you guys don't want to.
Yeah, the school board has already passed, correct me if I'm wrong, they've already passed it, that they will.
It's past
publish.
9-0, yes.
Well, no, that they will publish all of the delinquent taxpayers.
No, we passed the tax plan as it was presented multitude of times here. Anyone that is not on a payment plan and has delinquent taxes will be published. If you're on a payment plan,
Well,
if you're
that's what I
paying
mean.
$10 a month, well, there's a big difference. There's a lot of people that owe delinquent
Well,
taxes, and there's a lot of people that are on a payment plan.
All right.
So if you're on a payment plan, making a good faith effort to pay the taxes, then we're fine. We're not
Right.
we're not trying to embarrass anyone. We're not trying to go after anyone. I completely agree with Pat too. Take the politics out of this, and this is what it does. It creates a systematic approach that we're not playing favorites. We're not playing what if, all these hypotheticals. We're clear, cut and dry. If you're on a payment plan, you don't get published.
All right, so safe to say, council, that it'll be a resolution on the agenda for Tuesday. Is that a fair statement?
Yes,
Fair
I
statement?
think so. But I have a
Thank
question for Chad, actually.
Isn't it correct, though, that if they go on sheriff's sale, it's publicly stated,
It has to be
notice
in the
to the
paper.
public
Yeah, it is,
notice?
yes.
It is in
Yeah,
the
it is.
paper.
That's sheriff's sale.
Yeah.
All this information is public knowledge. I mean,
And
anyone
the
could-
other issue is
Publish a
that,
list.
I think what Mr. Harvey was trying to consider was that since the school district millage is higher than our millage, their participation in this is much greater than what our
Correct.
participation would
Yeah,
be.
we would pay the lion's share. Our millage rate is 5 times your millage rate, so, yeah, just about 5 times.
Roughly, yeah.
Chad, under your proposal, what's the time frame from, say, notification to how long do residents have to get on a payment plan before it's published? Have you guys decided like a time frame as far as how much?
Yeah, the initial proposal was 3 to 6 months, so giving everyone 3 to 6 months to get onto a payment plan. Obviously, we're waiting on Monroeville, so if you guys join on, you'll obviously have some say in that. If Pitcairn joins on, then they'll have some say in that. But we want to give ample time. We're not trying to rush this. We're not. Trust me, I would rather us have 0 people in the paper. If we have 0 people in the paper, that means everyone's paying taxes. It sounds, when you look at the numbers, you said you had 190,000 in delinquent taxes.
Yeah.
80 of which was collected. So you still have over 50% outstanding. That's a large number. I mean, monetarily speaking, you might say, 100,000, but that's over 50%. It's a large number. For the district, that's.
9.2 million?
9.2 million? I
Or what do
would
you-
probably
yeah,
rank
where
that
you
as
said the
one of best
delinquent was
collections in the
190,000
state.
You said delinquent was 190,000, of which you
Yes.
collected 88.
so far. We're not even done with the year.
Okay.
Out of 9 million.
Yeah, what do you, this is
No, I'm
not
saying
a-
188,
I mean,
88
this
was
is not a
collected.
major event. The
So-
delinquent taxes is not
Yeah.
the major problem with
So,
the school district.
the district would like free money. We'd like to go after the money that's owed.
Yeah,
If you guys
did you-
don't, that's fine. It's up to you guys.
Did you pass a resolution to this?
Resolution was passed 9-0.
Okay,
Was a
can you
resolution-
email me a
was a
copy of it?
I can most definitely do that.
Okay, if you could do that tomorrow, I'd much appreciate it.
I can do it
Do you
to
have
you.
my email address?
I do. I'll give it to you right now. I'll email it to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, guys.
Next issue.
Okay, item number 2.